Kenny Watkins. I'm in it for Patrick Harmon. I am in it for Mike Brown. It is real now that we dedicate this program to make Black America great again.
Good morning and welcome to the second annual Premier Child Care Black History Program. We thank you all for being here with us this morning. Give yourselves a round of applause. The theme for today's program is Make Black America Black Again. In order to do so, if we want our children to be awesome leaders, we have to instill knowledge in them and be passionate about it. Oftentimes, we as educators, parents, and adults, we can become complacent in our teachings and sometimes a little ritualistic. But I think the youth can say it best for us.
Maya Angelou, R.I.P. Kwame Nkrumah, the first Ghanaian president who retained independence from England. The Windrush ship which brought Caribbeans to Britain. So much to learn in just 1 month. A tip of the iceberg, a tiny grace. And what was the first black Roman emperor's name? Years passed and we're still caught up in the same civil rights age, which isn't bad if we learn something new, but we don't. And we're not being taught enough about our culture, so there's no one else to blame but you. And if not you, then who? Questions, questions, questions. If you're not teaching us these things, then I'm inclined to believe it's because you don't know. No. You're the teacher. Your job is to teach, so you must know. And if you do, that must mean you don't want us to know, but that's low. If the information is accessible for our knowledge of our culture to grow, then why on earth wouldn't you want to let us know? Why are you focused so heavily on the influential but very few men and women who make things happen for us? Why are my people being highlighted for a predominantly negative past? Why do I know the things that you don't and I'm not the teacher, you are? Why are you focused on our negative past but not on our bright future? Why are you not abreast with the great young things that people are doing in this world? Why are young people's trademarks and stereotypes gang culture and young pregnant girls? Why are the young people not being given the time of day? And his name was Septimus Severus, by the way. I'm sure as a student, the code of conduct has been breached. So I'll stop here and let you do your job. So teach.
So if we walk away with nothing else today, adults, we have to educate our children. If we want for them to be great leaders, it starts right now. Everything that we put into them will be a reflection of our future. Again, we thank you for being here. Just a few announcements. There are restrooms on the lower level, and we do ask that if you're taking pictures, please be considerate of others around you. Thank you and welcome.
George Washington, color, and better peanut butter. Gary Logan, the German gas mask. Traffic light, and a gas mask. Number 8, personal effect the baby body.
Lydia Newman invented the hairbrush. Benjamin Banneker. S.C. Scranton invented the curtain rod.
Just let me bass the guitar.
Vladimir Lewis. Harvey invented the lantern. J.A. Burr invented the what?
Sarah Boone invented the armor. How can Sherry visit bicycle?
Black inventor. James Rick Robertson. I can't get it to bed. James Robinson invented the lunch bucket.
Robert Smalls was born in slavery to Lydia Polite and Henry McKee on April 5, 1839. During and after the American Civil War, he became a ship's pilot, sea captain, and politician. He freed himself, his crew, and their families from slavery when he led an uprising aboard a Confederate transport ship and sailed it north to freedom. His feat successfully helped persuade President Abraham Lincoln to accept African American soldiers into the Union Army. As a politician, Smalls authored state legislation that gave South Carolina the first free and compulsory public school system in the United States. Help us honor Robert Small as the recipient of the 2018 Make Black America Black Again Leadership Award.
Contribution to Black America.
proverb that states, children are the reward of life. This couldn't be more apparent to me by my poem's reception. Since its inception, Hey Black Child has been recited and enjoyed by children of all ages across America at various programs and dramatic readings. However, over the years, Hey Black Child has been incorrectly attributed to the great Harlem Renaissance poet Conte Cullen, and even to Maya Angelou. I'm honored that my poem has been associated with these two gifted writers, but I'm glad that the world can now learn about the poem's true roots. I wrote Hey Black Child because I wanted to inspire and motivate all Black children to achieve their God-given potential, regardless to the challenges they face in life. This is especially true of some Black children who often feel discouraged due to circumstances beyond their control. However, when given the opportunity, resources, and love, Black children can achieve heights that are as majestic as the ancient pyramids of Egypt, which were built by the venerable ancestors. Finally, I hope and pray this book will bring joy and inspiration to all Black children and will give them pride and fortitude in their lives. Now, I invite you to help me give a very warm welcome to Eugene Perkins.
Peace and love, I'm overwhelmed. We all should have tears coming out of our eyes when we witness these beautiful children, our children, perform as they have. Oh boy, I'm just suddenly taken in. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, God who has taken us this far. And so it is really an honor and a privilege and a blessing for me to take a few minutes to share a few comments with you about what you already know, that these young kids are our future. And we as Black people must reconcile our differences and place as our highest priority, the welfare, the education, the health, and the spiritual development of our youth. That's right, Bob. It is inexcusable if we do anything less, because we would then be responsible for our own racial suicide. Yes, sir. Peace and love. I just have to say this. I don't have a prepared speech. So I'm just sharing a few words. Emotion. And we know that the formative years are the most critical years in the human development cycle. And I have worked with young people for all of my life. And I see young people in this industrial prison complex, which I visit on a regular basis especially. And they have very little knowledge about their heritage, about their culture. But that's our fault. To assume that other people are going to take responsibility for educating our children is ridiculous. Yeah, that's right. And that's why I have so much admiration for these preschool programs that are teaching our children at a very early age, at the formative years of their development, to have a sense of pride, to have a sense of appreciation to have appreciation, a sense of understanding about who they are and their ancestors, the great ancestors whose shoulders we stand on. I didn't pour libation, but I did pray to my spiritual mentor, Paul Robeson, who Mary McLeod Bethune said was the tallest tree in the forest. And so, again, I'm just overwhelmed by these young, watotos is another word for children. It's a Kiswahili word that's used in Kenya and Tanzania. Watoto. And these are children. These are our children. So that's another word that you can use in addressing our children. And I just like to close with, because we're all African people. I don't care what your color are. You can be black, white, because the original human beings were created in Africa. And so I would like you to join me. This poem was originally written for our Watotos, but I'm just going to call it Black Men and Women, or African Men and African Women. And what you need to do is like a call and response. When I raise my hand, you will say, build, nation, nation, build. I'm going to read the verse, and then I'm going to raise my hand. And what are you going to say? Build, nation, nation, build. Oh, nationhood is black women and black men helping each other to build a better world. Build, nation, nation, build. The nation is each of us, no matter what we do, and every person has a job to help make it come true. Build, nation, nation, build. Nationhood is black people everywhere respecting each other and doing their share. Build, nation, nation, build. The nation is what we make it, no better or no worse. That's why it's so important the nation always come first. Build, nation, nation, build. Peace and love. Thank you all.
Hey, black child, do you know who you are, who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey, black child, do you know where you're going, where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey, black child, do you know you are strong? I mean really strong. Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey, black child, be what you can be. Learn what you must learn. Do what you can do. And tomorrow, the nation will be what you want it to be.
Ralph Bunche was an American political scientist, academic, and diplomat who received the 1950 Nobel Peace Prize for his late 1940s mediation in Israel. He was the first African American to be so honored in the history of the prize. He was involved in the formation and administration of the United Nations. In 1963, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President John F. Kennedy. His father was not a part of his life, and after the death of his mother at an early age, he was raised by his aunt and grandmother, and they instilled in him the principles of working hard and standing up for what you believe in. Please help us honor Ralph Bunche as he receives the 2018 Let's Make Black America Black Again World Peace Award.
Take me far in life. Thank you.
Hi, Kaylee.
The three class represent a good American Oscar recipient. Hi, my name is Cindy Poirier. In 1953, I won an Oscar for Best Actor in the movie Lily of the Fair. Hi, my name is Henny McDaniel. In 1939, I won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. And in the movie Gone with the Wind. Hi, my name is Irene Caldwell. In 1983, I won an Oscar for Best Original Song for the movie Flashdance.
And a gentleman. Great job.
Hi, my name is Delia Washington. 1989, I won an Oscar for participating as the Best Supporting Actor in the movie Glory. Hi, my name is Whitby Goldberg. In 1990, I won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in the movie Ghost. My name is Red 98 who I
also known as Mama Africa, was born March 4th, 1932. A South African singer and civil rights activist known for denouncing apartheid on the world stage and campaigning abroad for the end of the oppressive policy. As a result of her activism, her South African passport was revoked in 1960 by the apartheid regime, and they banned her from returning to her country in 1963. However, the world came to Makiba's aid, and Guinea, Belgium, and Ghana issued her international passports. She received passports from 6 other countries in her lifetime and was granted honorary citizenship in 10 countries. Despite the success that made her a star, she refused to wear makeup or curl her hair for performances, proudly wearing what came to be known internationally as the Afro look. Her 4th marriage to civil rights activist, Black Panther, and Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee leader Stokely Carmichael in 1968 caused controversy in the United States, and her record deals and tours were canceled. Please help us honor Miriam Makeba, Mama Africa, as the first Black woman to receive the Make Black America Black Again Humanitarian Award.
Easy to stand against all odds when brave few are standing in your corner. It is not easy to say no to a popular trip, but I say to all of you, be strong, keep fighting what you believe in, and be true to yourself. Thank you. Black is quiet like a butterfly. Black is delicious, like the deepest, darkest chocolate that melts in my mouth in a moment. Black is quick and black is slow, like a winding road where it doesn't go. Black is proud like my sister at her graduation. Black is choky like my puppy Ebony. Black is shiny like my brand new car. Black is scary and exciting, like when you go far, far, far inside a tunnel. Black nose made music on a plain white sheet. Black words made stories that we can speak out loud or keep in our hearts to erase the blackness of being apart sometimes from the people we love. Black is surprising, like the spice on a zebra's hide or a sunny kiss. Black is a wish. Black is majestic like a baobab tree that you can see if you go with me to mommy and my dream. Black is the magic, the blue black magic. He always magic inside of me.
Soledad brothers were 3 African-American prison inmates. George Jackson, 28, co-founder of the Black Panther Party, Fleta Drumgo, 24, and John Clutchett, 23. The three were falsely accused of beating a white prison guard and throwing him from a third-floor tier to his death at California's Soledad Prison on January 16, 1970. The murder occurred just a few days after another white guard shot and killed three black inmates by firing from a tower into the courtyard during a racial fistfight. The Soledad brothers had recently led a hunger strike to combat the abusive, inhumane practices that led to the death of several black inmates when they were indicted for the murder. Less than a year later, and just 3 days before the opening of his trial, George Jackson was shot to death by a tower guard inside San Quentin Prison in an alleged escape attempt. Some people called it an assassination, and no black person, wrote James Baldwin, will ever believe that George Jackson died the way they tell us he did. The two surviving Soledad brothers, Clutchett and Drumgo, were acquitted by a San Francisco jury. Help us honor the Soledad brothers, George Jackson, Fleta Drumgo, and John Clutchett, as they are presented with the Make Black America Black Again Justice Award.
We'd like to thank you for acknowledging our hard work, for breaking the racial division among prisoners to receive fair accommodations. Okay. Thank you. Royal flag, like to represent African American entertainers. I have been a very successful African American actor for over 40 years. I have leading role in some of the greatest movies, such as Our Star, Lean on Me, Glory, Shawshank Redemption. I want a Black History Month, a Black History is American history. I am Morgan Freeman. I am a very successful African American woman for almost 40 years. I have my own TV production, and so some of my greatest movies been The Color Purple. In 2002, Nelson Mandela and I founded Leadership for Girls in South Africa. They couldn't stop me then, and they won't stop me now. I am Oprah Winfrey. I've been an African American entertainer for over 50 years. You have heard my voice ringing to your ears through the songs, Mr. Bojangle, Candyman, and Funny Valentine. They couldn't stop us then, and they won't stop us now. I am Sammy Davis Jr. I've been a very successful African American actress for almost 40 years. I have many starring roles just as in the great films, the color purple and Sister Act. They couldn't stop me then, and they won't stop us now. I am whooping over. I am a well-known African-American film director, producer, and actor. I have been around for over 30 years and my own production company called 40 Acres and a Mule. I produce and star a number of movies such as Do I Sing, Malcolm X, and Love and Basketball. They couldn't stop me then, and they won't stop us now. I am Spike Lee. I had you laughing throughout my 40-year career. You laughed at my live comedy specials, and I rose to all nights. Surf for song, and I remember JoJo Dancer. I aspired, set the stage for all. I'm becoming a comedian. They couldn't stop me then, and they won't stop us now. And find them at Richard Pryor. I am a very famous African-American singer, and I am a very famous African-American singer, and I've been an entertainer for over 50. You heard my voice singing with the Supremes in many movies such as The Wiz, Easel Down the Road, Mahogany, and Lady Sings the Blues. They will stop me then, and they won't stop us now. I am Diana Ross. I have been a distinguished and versatile African-American entertainer for over 60 years. You may know me best from the famous film Coming to America, Lion King, and a very iconic Alex, Haley, and Ruth. They couldn't stop me then, and they won't stop us now. I am Jennifer Jones. I am a very successful, famous African-American actress whose career has been over 70 years. In most of my roles, I played the strong black mother or grandmother. I have modeled for Ebony and Jet magazine. They couldn't stop me then, and they won't stop us now. I am Cicely Tyson. I was an African-American jazz and pop singer, dancer, and actress. My career spanned over 70 years. You saw me in the film, carrying the stars in the west, but we can't forget stormy weather. They didn't stop me then, and they won't stop me now. I am Lynn Hart. I am a very successful African-American musician and actress. I've been around for almost 40 years. I started with the beatboxing and rapping, UNITY, to managing my own production company, which has 17 rap groups. I acted in film and TV shows, such as Jungle Fever, Living Single, and Barbershop. I hosted my own daytime talk show, and I have my own Black Eyed Peas one with Cover Girl. They couldn't stop me then, and they won't stop me now. I am the queen, Queen Latifah. We just came here to let you know that our black is beautiful.
Granville T. Woods was born in Columbus, Ohio on April 23, 1856, to free African Americans. Coney Island has always had a reputation as a place where people could make their dreams come true, where people outside the mainstream could prove themselves. For inventor Granville T. Woods, it became the place where he demonstrated two of his famous inventions, an electric railway and an electric roller coaster called the Figure 8. Granville T. Woods was a prolific inventor who filed more than 50 patents for improved electrical devices ranging from automatic brakes to egg incubators to phonographs and telephones. Among the companies who bought his inventions were General Electric, Westinghouse, Edison Company, and American Engineering. He is remembered as the Black Thomas Edison. Please honor Granville T. Woods as the 2018 Make Black America Black Again Electrical Genius Award.
I want to thank each and every one of you who gave me a chance to make my visions a reality. So many people dismiss my efforts, but all I needed was one who believed in me.
We will now have Near the Piers class, the Peace Tribute.
Freedom, freedom, let it ring, said Dr. King. Let us live in harmony, peace and love for you and me. Freedom, freedom, let it ring, said Dr. King. Freedom, freedom, let it ring, said Dr. King. Let us live in harmony, peace and love for you and me. Freedom, freedom, let it ring, said Dr. King.
Oprah Winfrey was born in Mississippi on January 29, 1954. Coming from modest upbringings, Oprah Winfrey paved her own path to success. She became the host of her own TV show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, which aired 25 seasons from 1986 to 2011. According to the Fortune 500 2015 report, Oprah was voted the number 5 richest woman in America.
She can be seen in movies such as The Color Purple, Beloved, Charlotte's Web, The Bee Movie, The Princess and the Frog, and more. One of her most recent accomplishments was receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Golden Globe ceremony. Please help and join in honoring Oprah Winfrey as the 2018 recipient of the Make Black America Black Again Entertainment Award.
I am so thankful for this award, and I'm especially proud about all the women who have felt strong enough and proud enough to speak up and share their personal stories. Each of us in this room are celebrating because of stories that we tell. Then this year we became the story. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All the way from the west side of Chicago, happy to be over here on the south side. And we gotta say that it is great to have a school teach Black history. Amen. We hear about it all the time. We hear about how schools should teach Black history, but we want to give a big round of applause to Ms. Fair and her full team for doing it. I heard Mr. Perkins speak about we all come from Africa and we all are Africans, regardless to what color your skin is. And to make Black America black again, it's so real because the Black Panther, it's the thing now, right? But it's the thing because the world is starving for Black power. The world is starving for Blacks to have the freedom to do what they were born to do, and that is to make America, make the world great. And so that's what you see today. As a father and a teacher, I was a teacher as well, and regardless to what we see, it is difficult for children to remember those lines because even today, I still can't remember my lines. So they are doing a great job, and you as parents and guardians and whoever you are that's supporting the young people in the schools, this is what's going to make our communities better because it's a partnership between parents, schools, and communities. So thank you for being out supporting your loved ones, and thank you, and continue to reinforce what the school is enforcing in them, that they are great. Thank you very much, and happy Black History Week.
February marks the start of Black History Month, in which we acknowledge and celebrate the contribution of African Americans. It is a time to reflect on the progress that has been made and honor those that have enhanced the lives of African Americans. The kindergarten class would like to recite civil rights leaders. I think it is so great right now that we're in an age where there's an African American president in office. I think it is important for all generations to really witness that I like to touch the world and touch the people and just get good material and show them that we can get it done. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world.
I'm glad you all came. What is a leader to you? It's rhetorical. Well, my example of a leader has set the standard so high it's almost impossible for someone to compare. My example of a leader will also sit down and show you the steps it takes to be that caliber of a leader. My example of a leader doesn't sleep. She sets her mind on a project and completes it. There is no naps, no snack breaks either. My example of a leader is passionate, loving, and quite funny. My example of a leader is firm yet soft. My example of a leader has many achievements I could list out for you today. But one that stands out is that she is a Black entrepreneur that has been in business for 33 years. It takes a kind and passionate heart to be a part of Premier Child Care. Normally when I say that line, I only say child care. What makes Premier so special is our leader. The formula of success, she wrote that. The curriculum, she created that. Love, oh so much love, she gives that. This woman has only birthed one, but has raised thousands. It is beyond an honor to present the Entrepreneur Leadership Award to my best friend, my leader, our owner and founder, my mom, Tamara Fair.
All day long. I don't never want to talk again, but this is like, they got me. They got me, and I got them. I'm hard on them because I'm in rooms they're not in. I see things they don't see, and I know things I shouldn't know. And I know we're in a state of emergency. And so when I see something like this, they won't let me take part in it, but I'm so moved by it. And I want to thank LaShawn Ford for teaching me how to fight, and I want to thank God for giving me the strength to fight, and I want to encourage you to fight. Every day get up and fight the good fight, because we are in a state of emergency. But this is a good commercial to it. And I'm so proud of each and every one of them. I love them, and I love you so much that I don't sleep. I want to make everything better for your children and for you. So I humbly accept this award, and I dedicate it to you, because it's you that we do this for. It's our future that we do this for. And thank you for allowing us to do it.
Okay, our show is over. There's refreshments outside.